What if the secret to $1 billion change wasn't some huge, complex strategy, but just a simple habit? Take a look at this number, $1 billion. That's how much one company made just by changing two simple habits among their employees. And by the end of this, you're going to know exactly what those habits were and how you can use the same secret to completely change your own life. You know, Bob Proctor really nailed it when he said this. It's kind of obvious, right? Good habits get you results that stick. Bad ones, well, they just wreck everything. The thing is, we all know this, but pretty much all of us have tried to change a habit and just failed. It's a struggle we all go through. So what's going on here? Well, there's one massive mistake that almost everyone makes. I'm talking about a mistake that basically guarantees you're going to fail. And if you can understand this one thing, it's the secret to finally making a change that actually sticks. And we are going to break it all down right now. All right, let's get into it. The habit replacement trap. This is it. This is the mistake, the big reason why just gritting your teeth and using willpower to stop doing something pretty much never, ever works. So Bob Proctor actually tells a story about this from his own life. He used to spend a ton of time at bars, and one night he has this big realization. He's looking around at everyone and thinking, man, these guys are all bums. And then it just clicks, wait a minute, I'm always here too. So he slams his glass down, swears he's never coming back, and he actually sticks to it. But here's the kicker. What happened next? He just swapped the bar for the racetrack. All that money just went from drinks to betting on horses. And this right here is the whole point. He didn't actually fix anything, did he? He just traded one bad habit for another. It's like they say, nature can't stand a vacuum. So when you just get rid of a habit, you leave this empty space, and your brain will rush to fill that void with something new. And trust me, it's almost never going to be something good. Okay, so just look at these two paths. This perfectly explains the mistake. Almost everyone takes the path on the left. We think, I'm just going to stop doing this. We try to use willpower, and all we do is create that void we were talking about. But the real secret? It's the path on the right. You can't just stop. You have to deliberately, consciously fill that void with a good habit instead. Okay, so now we get to the good stuff, programming your subconscious. If replacement is the secret sauce, then how do we actually do it? Well, it all comes down to understanding what a habit even is, deep down. So let's get super clear on the definition here. A habit isn't just a thing you do a lot. No, it's an idea that's been hammered into your subconscious mind over and over through repetition. It's so deep in there that you just act on it without any conscious thought at all. It's pure autopilot. Here's a kind of weird question for you. Which foot do you put in your underwear first? I bet you have an answer, right? You've probably never ever thought about it before this second. But if you tried to do it the other way tomorrow morning, you'd probably feel all clumsy and might even trip over. That is a habit. It's just an idea programmed into your subconscious mind from doing it the same way day after day. But here's the amazing part. We can totally reverse engineer this whole thing. And it's actually super simple. It's just 4 steps. First, pick one bad habit you want to get rid of. Just one. Second, pick one good habit to replace it. Third, you got to do that new habit every single day. And fourth, you just keep repeating it until it feels as automatic as, well, putting on your underwear. All right, section 3, 2 habits worth millions. This all sounds good in theory, right? But does this simple idea actually work out in the real world? Well, let's get to the payoff. Let's see how this whole thing ties back to that $1 billion we talked about at the start. So, back in the day, we're talking the 70s, Bob Proctor gets hired to train every single agent at Prudential Insurance. Now get this, he doesn't give them some crazy complicated sales strategy. Nope. He just gets them to build 2 brand new habits. That's it. Habit number 1, be physically in front of a potential customer before 9 a.m. every day. And habit number 2, ask every single person you talk to if they want to buy $100,000 worth of insurance. He literally told them, you don't even have to sell it, just give them the chance to say no. And the result? What happened when they did these 2 simple, repeatable things over and over? Oh, not much. Sales just went up by hundreds of millions of dollars. I mean, the change was insane. It was immediate, it was huge, and it all came from programming just 2 little habits into their whole team. And that brings us full circle. Remember that number from the beginning? Years later, a retired VP from Prudential told Bob that the real impact wasn't just hundreds of millions. He said it was actually closer to $1 billion. Just let that sink in for a second. $1 billion, all from swapping out old, useless patterns for 2 specific new daily habits. That's how powerful this really is. Okay, last section. Your new habit starts now. So there you have it. You know the secret now. Real, lasting change isn't about the struggle of stopping something. It's all about consciously and deliberately replacing it with something better. That's it. That's the one thing that separates people who succeed from those who fail. So look, the question was never if you have habits. Of course you do. We all do. The only question that really matters, just like Bob Proctor said, is this: what habit are you going to start forming on purpose starting right now? And that brings us to our question of the day. And I don't want you to just think about it. I want you to really commit. So tell us, what is the one habit you're committed to changing after watching this? What are you going to replace it with? Go on, drop it in the comments right now. Seriously, just writing it down is the first step to making it happen.